you know, I, as a colloquialism, not to be taken literally, nothing is better than a woman who reads good books. Okay. Um, Now, to reiterate, there's about 72 subjects that encompass all academic and non-academic knowledge and stuff, or topics, subjects, areas that can be studied, learned, understood, and stuff. Things that can be appreciated and stuff. And if a woman knows, the good books from those subjects and stuff, and she reads them, then damn, I that's a woman with a very powerful mind and stuff. A person like that can do a lot of great things. All per, you know, all personal plans aside, you know. But at the same time, it's kind of sexy in a sense because, like, hypothetically, if a person dates somebody like that, you're with somebody that you can really have, serious conversations with about all kinds of things, you know? And yeah, because those women are, you know, to say they're really intelligent is like an understatement and stuff. Like, you know, people like that and stuff are seriously fucking smart. Like I'm talking, nuclear levels of smart, you know, s- like a woman that can tell a good book from a bad one, you know, that's I think that's the type of woman a lot of guys should go for and stuff. Now, this is the thing. Not every guy is ready for that or mature enough for that and stuff. You know, um, not every guy deserves that. So, there's a tendency in society for either the wrong types to mix up or for people to just marry the wrong one, you know, or date the wrong one, you know. People have a tendency to reach for what um, doesn't want them, can't want them, and stuff for the enticement of it and stuff for the prize, um, for the ecstasy of gold, but will not choose the person that will always that thinks to say and do what makes them happy, pleased, satisfied, and stuff. What makes them feel whole, confident, and everything. And in that respect, the needs of men and women are kind of the same. Men and women still often have that emotional need to be loved, to really be loved in a way that like just kind of adds to their spirit, puts a spring in your step and everything, you know? And this is the fucked up part because society is conditioned for people to love what hurts them, to love what they're supposed to hate that's bad for them and stuff. They're gonna view that as love bombing, manipulation and stuff. They don't put it in context and stuff and see the possibilities. What kind of person is doing this from? Like, hey, no, they don't think, hey, no, this person's working. This person's actually working for me. They're getting me by here. You know, this person's my relief, my peace, and everything. Um, they're soothing me. They they're making me happy, confident. I'm doing better because of this person. This person is doing the selfless thing of, giving up their time and energy for to be around me, you know? They don't think that. They just think that person's controlling, manipulating a lot of the time, or at least this is what they perpetuate in mass media, which is sad and stuff. Um, people try to use pain and fear as motivators and stuff. But it's sick, and it breeds a sickness in people, you know, and it makes for an unhappy life. Um, people are afraid of losing that person, you know, because losing that person can be so painful and stuff. But like, you know, when you learn how to avoid that pain and stuff or how to manage it, and so when you learn how to how to really love another person and stuff, and do right by that person, you don't have to worry about it. You know, you realize that it's like walking along a cliff. When you're walking along a cliff and stuff, you decide whether to walk off or to stay on the cliff. I mean, to stay on the you know the cliff's path. You know, like you know, you get a skill for it, and that's that's another beautiful thing about it. But yeah, you know, let's circle back to it. Nothing is better than a woman who reads good books, knows a good one from a bad one. And you know, you know, there's a there's many other great things, many other great ways to kind of pick them. You know, um,